Alec, and I'm the curriculum manager for our business, travel, and IT department. So today our webinar is focused around business and travel, which is two of our biggest curriculum areas. And I'm hopefully going to go through our different courses that we have on offer, and the entry requirements and a few questions around those courses. So I will get started. I'm going to start off with our main provision, which is our provision for 16 to 19-year-olds. Our courses for business and travel are all based at the Wood Street campus, so the campus in Barnet. So the courses that I'll be discussing today, all the courses that are based at the Wood Street campus. We've got several different courses at several different levels. We have level 2 programs and level 3 programs. Our level 2 programs are equivalent to GCSEs. So any learner that hasn't achieved both their maths and English usually goes on to a level 2 program, so equivalent to GCSEs, and you're getting that another GCSE. And our level 3 programs are equivalent to A levels. We have level 2 in both business and travel, and level 3 in both business and travel. All of our study programs are courses aimed at learners that are aged about 16 to 19. So it's generally for students that have just left school, are school leavers, and they're coming onto a Btec program. The first course we have is our level 2 business program. It's a year long and it is equivalent to GCSEs. And then we have our level 2 travel program as well, which is same thing, a year long and equivalent to GCSEs. And I'll talk a bit more about them in a second. We also have our level 3 business course, which we run as a 3A level equivalent. And for that course, we have pathways in marketing, finance, and law. So you can choose which pathway is best. And then we also have a level 3 travel program. Both of our level 3 courses are 2 years, so equivalent to A levels, and they take the same amount of time as A levels, so 2 years. We also have some new courses that we're introducing next academic year, so in September 2022. We're introducing a level 3 business with psychology course. So we're incorporating our business aspect and then the social sciences aspect of psychology. And then we've also got our new course, which is business, events, hospitality, and travel. So we're incorporating a few different areas there. Our level 3 business with marketing, finance, or law program is a 3 A-level equivalent. So this course is equivalent to 3 A levels. So it gets you into those good universities as long as you have those good grades. And then we have a level 3 travel program. This course is a diploma, so it's equivalent to 2 A levels, and it opens up routes into university, whether it's progression onto apprenticeships and higher degree apprenticeships, or even work in the employment sector. So in the travel sector, in the event sector, in the hospitality sector. Our new course, our new level 3 business with psychology course, is also a 3A level equivalent. So this course is also equivalent to 3A level. And then we also have our business, events, hospitality, and travel course, which is equivalent to 2A levels. With our level 3 courses, generally our students progress on to university. So the most common progression route for our level 3 courses is university. Now, this is what's sort of included in, or actually, I'll talk about our adult provision. So we also have provision for learners that are 19 plus. So for our learners that are 19 plus, we have access to higher education programs. And these are full-time courses that are also equivalent to 3 A levels. They give that direct access into university. We are currently offering or expecting to offer an access to HE in law and access to HE in digital marketing, and naturally they lead on to university programs in those areas. So either progression into doing law at university or progression into doing digital marketing or marketing-based activities at university. We also have 2 new courses that we're expecting to run in September 2022, and these are level 2 courses. So we're expecting to run a level 2 IT course and a level 2 business course. And both of these courses will be directed at adults that have a rough understanding or a good understanding of IT or business, but want to get that qualification behind their name so they've got that certification. Both are really good to have if you're getting into the employment sector or getting back into the employment sector. And their entry requirements are around having some level of maths and English, so there will be a little test for that. We also have higher education courses. So we have degree courses in business and events management. These degree courses can be done full-time, they can be done part-time in the evening, So we have options around that. And then we also have a BSc top-up degree, which is also part-time in the evening. There will be a separate webinar on that. So you can search around on our YouTube page and there'll be a recording for our degree programs where they go into more detail about what they're about. So what do you study on a Btec business program or a Btec travel program? All of our learners on a Btec program now do coursework and exams. So for a Btec program, it isn't just purely coursework and it isn't like A-levels where it's purely exams. It's a mix of the two. So you do exams as the year goes on and you do coursework throughout the year too. For our level 2 and level 3 programs in both business and travel, you'll have a set of exams in January and a set of exams in June. So you have a set of exams at certain points in the year. For all of those courses, level 2 business, level 2 travel, level 3 business, and level 3 travel, you'll do coursework throughout the year, and that's on an ongoing rolling basis. So it's a mix. You're getting that experience that you would get at university, because at university, most courses are a mix of coursework and exams. So you're getting that background, you're getting that understanding, you're developing those skills if you come onto a BTEC course. For our access to HE programs, the whole course is based on coursework. And for our degree programs, it's exams and coursework. Now, what units will you actually study? When you're studying on a level 2 business course, we look at units like marketing, finance, promoting branding. When we're on our level 2 travel course, we're looking at units like hospitality, events management, the airline industry. We're looking at the cruise line industry. For our level 3 business courses, all learners do level 3 marketing, they do finance, we do units like teams, and then you can specialize a bit. You can do a bit more of marketing, you can do a bit more of finance, or you could do a bit more of law. On our new courses, our level 3 business with psychology course, you're getting a mix of the two. You're getting your level 3 business units, so finance, marketing, team building, international business, principles of management, and then you're also getting psychology units, so research methods, criminal psychology. So it's a really good course if you want to link in the aspects from business to social science, the psychology side, because there is such a big link between the two, whether it's management techniques, whether it's marketing, psychology and business do have that link. So this is a really good course to delve into that or dive into that a bit more. For our level 3 business events, travel and hospitality course, you'll also do your business units of marketing, finance, and international business. But in addition to that, you'll do units around travel. So marketing in the travel sector, global destinations, international destinations. So it's a mix of the two. For our level 2 business course, we're looking at learners that have 4 GCSEs at grade 3 or above in academic subjects. So they do need to be academic. So subjects like English, maths, history. So we're looking at 4 GCSEs at grade 3 or above. If you're coming from a level 1 course, then we expect a merit grade and a minimum of level 1 functional skills, maths and English. If you're coming onto our level 3 courses, so our level 3 business courses, we expect 5 GCSEs, including maths or English at grade 4 and above. Or you can also come onto our level 3 business course if you've got a level 2 business diploma course with a grade merit and your maths and English at grade 4 and above. So here we're seeing the difference. With our level 2 course, you need 4 GCSEs at grade 3, so you might not have achieved enough. You might not have got those grades that you wanted to. So that's your good option. You're getting another GCSE with our level 2 business course. You're building the skills you need to come onto level 3 business. And then for our level 3 business, you've got 5 GCSEs, including maths and English at grade 4 and above. And it's the same for our travel course. For our travel course, we expect 4 GCSEs at grade 3 and above, or a level 1 diploma in either travel and tourism or business with a merit grade or above. And then for level 3 travel, we need 5 GCSEs, including maths and English at grade 4 and above. Now, we can be a little bit flexible with this. So we take each student on a case-by-case basis. These are our entry requirements, but if you don't meet those entry requirements, still come in, still meet us, still apply through the website, and we can still find a course that's suitable for you and with the college. This is like, as I said earlier, most of our learners progress onto university. So once you've completed a level 3 BTEC program, whether it's business or travel, a lot of our students progress onto university. You can also undertake an apprenticeship or go straight into employment, especially if it's in the travel sector, go straight into employment. But the majority of our learners do progress onto university. And there's so many different subjects you can study. You can study business and business management or business related fields like finance. We can go into economics, finance, as I said earlier, law, marketing, international relations, you get into hospitality, events, politics, fashion, sports, and even psychology too. So our Btec programs aren't so narrow, they're quite wide. You do study one sort of topic, whether it's business or travel, but you can get into a lot of different sectors and progress onto a lot of different sectors. Our learners progress on to study at a range of different universities. So a lot of our learners last year went on to Queen Mary's and Royal Holloway, Exeter, Sussex, Hertfordshire, City, Middlesex, but that's just to name a few. So those are a few examples. The whole purpose of doing a Btec course, whether it's business or travel, is to get those skills that will prepare you for the workplace, but also prepare you for higher education and prepare you for university. When you're doing a Btec course, you're doing a mix of coursework and exams, and a lot of university courses or a lot of university degrees, you'll be assessed in that same manner. You'll be assessed with coursework and exams. So you're building in those time management skills. You're building in those skills you need for the workplace, those team building skills, those organization skills. So you're getting all of that with our Btec course. They're designed to be modern and contextualized to the industry. So if you do our law pathway, you'll be learning about law units that are specific to the current issues facing the legal industry. Same thing with marketing, whether it's digital marketing, if it's finance, learning about the digitalization of finance. So our Btec courses are designed to be modern and contextualized to the industries. As part of our course, you also have to do work experience. So as part of our level 3 and level 2 courses, whether it's business or travel, you do have to do some form of work experience. So we work with loads of different partners, and on the screen is just a few examples. So we have tests. So we have our big 4, especially if you're in the finance or business, on a finance or business course. We have Tesco in Notting Hill Genesis, where our learners have been doing an ongoing placement. It's been really successful. Clifford Chance, Spotify, Barclays. So these are just to name a few. That work experience that you do as part of that business course really prepares learners for entering the workplace. It prepares them for university because it looks amazing on those UCAS applications. So it's a really good opportunity and experience our learners get when they do undertake a Btec course. Also had a few comments. So what is it like to actually be on a Btec course? So these are some of the comments from our learners. So they've said that you need to really plan. With our Btec courses, because you're doing exams and coursework, you build those planning skills, you build those organization skills. You do need to time manage it and make sure you're managing your time on a regular basis to ensure that you're getting those best grades possible. So the first bit of advice or first comment from our learners is about making sure you're planning everything. And we help build those skills and develop those skills while you're in class. Some of our learners, one of our business and law learners last year, doing the work experience actually got her into the apprenticeships instead of going on to university. She performed really well in her work experience placement, and then she got on to an apprenticeship with that same company. So that work experience, that employer engagement leads on to so many amazing things if you're really successful at it. There is a lot of writing to do. So one of our level 2 travel learners said there is a lot of writing to do for your assignments. So making a schedule, which we do in class, is really essential. And obviously, or naturally, you need to also practice for exams. With COVID over the last 2 years, there has been a break in studying and preparing for exams, but we're back into a more normal routine. So preparing for exams or practicing for exams is really what we're focusing on in December, but it's such a huge part of your course. Those exam units that you do often count for a little bit more than the coursework units, so practicing for those exams is so important. We've got a few frequently asked questions here. So can you enroll onto a study program even if you're 19 plus? So our 19 plus learners or anyone aged 19 plus is expected to come onto one of our access programs. Our access programs are also equivalent to 3A levels. So that's the route for our 19 plus learners. So Btec courses are for learners aged 16 to about 19, often 16 to 18, and then any learner that's 19 plus, we still have a suitable course for you, still have a course that will meet those academic requirements, but not for a Btec course. We also often get whether you can combine A-level subjects or working with the NFL program or our Tottenham Spurs Academy with our Btec program. And the answer is yes or no there. Yes and no there. You can't combine an A-level subject with our Btec program because our Btec programs are all full-time. It just clashes timetable-wise, and you also need to have all your focus onto our Btec program. But you can 100% train with our NFL or train with any of our sports academies and do a Btec program at our Wood Street campus on business or travel. So you can be with our sports academies, whether it's NFL or any of our sports academies, and still be on our Btec course full-time. With college, you often don't have to come 5 days a week. It might be 3 days. If you're really lucky, it might be 4 days. But with those days that you aren't at college, you're expected to use it for work experience, which we help find you work experience, or for preparing for exams and the coursework that you have to do. There will be a lot of coursework on a Btec program. So the days that you're not at college, you'll be set tasks that you need to complete to ensure you're getting the right grades on that coursework. Some of our learners get part-time jobs whilst they're studying on our Btec program, and that also helps preparing you for the workplace and getting those softer skills, so you can also get a part-time job whilst you're on a course. And can you get an apprenticeship once you've completed the course? So yes, once you've completed the course, you definitely can go on to an apprenticeship if you have completed the course successfully and you have good grades. Then one of the progression routes is an apprenticeship, whether it's a level 3 apprenticeship, a level 4 apprenticeship, a degree apprenticeship. Those options are all available to you once you've completed a Btec course. And how is college different from university? I'm going to link that, we'll change that question a bit to how's college different from school and how's college different from university. College is sort of the middle ground between school and university. At university, obviously, you've got full independence, and at school, you don't have as much independence. College is the middle ground between that. It's preparing you for university, making sure you develop those independent study skills, those independent thinking skills. So when you do go on to university, you are prepared in that sense. So unlike school, it isn't 5 days a week. It often is about 4 days a week. So you do get that extra day to independently study, but it's not complete independence. We're preparing you for that independence, but still lots of engagement with parents. We still have our parents' evening. And then with our iLearn and Pro Portal system, everything's available everywhere. What I'll do now is, if anyone has any questions, if you put them in our Q&A box, I'll be able to answer any specific queries or any specific questions, and I'll go back to our very first slide, which shows the courses that we have on offer for our 16 to 19-year-olds. So if you have any questions, if you put them in the chat or the Q&A box, I'll be able to answer them now. So let's have a look. So this webinar will be, once this webinar is finished, this webinar will be available on our YouTube page, and it will be accessible through our Twitter and our social media pages. It is being recorded. So this webinar is recorded, and you will be able to access it later as well. And I've had a question if I'm the teacher for the course. So I'm one of the curriculum managers for the courses. So along with my colleague David, we're the curriculum managers for the course, but I do a bit of teaching on our business course as well. So I do teach some of the year 2 tutor groups and the year 2 tutors for business. So I'm the manager for our business, travel and IT courses at the Wood Street campus, but I also do a bit of teaching on the course as well. So I've got that experience of working with young learners and also seeing the challenges that they're facing. So I'm a teacher and a manager for the course as well. So same thing, guys. If you do have any questions, if you put it in the Q&A box, I will answer them. What I'll do is, just while we're waiting for a few more questions, I'll just run through some of the units that you'll study on our course. So on our level 2 business course, you will have 2 exams. So our level 2 business course has an exam in marketing, which is in January, and then a finance exam, which is later on in the year around April. You'll also do 6 other units of coursework. So those units are often based around promoting a brand and stuff like that, and all of that kind of stuff. So those units are also included in the course as well. We have a level 2 travel course, which has 2 exams, a business exam. So you do a bit of business in our level 2 travel course. And you will need to do global destinations and the world of travel and tourism exam. Both of those are in January. And then there are also coursework units that you do along the year. For our level 3 courses, for our level 3 business course, there are 2 exams, which are in marketing and finance, which is the same as our level 2. So the exams you do in level 2 prepare you for that level 3 course. You do similar topics, obviously at different levels, but it prepares you for the future. You'll also do units like team building, managing an event, exploring business, international business and principles of management, business decision making. So there are loads of different units that you cover, covering different areas of business when you do our level 3 business course. And you can also then specialize in either marketing, finance or law, and you do a few units that are specific to those areas. We have our level 3 travel course, which have units around global destinations and marketing, the travel and tourism sector. And then based on whether you're doing it with business or whether you're doing it as a standalone, you'll also do other units that relate. Our level 3 business and psychology course, you still do the same exams that you would do whether you're on our marketing, finance or law pathway. So you still do your finance exam and your marketing exam. You still do units like teams and exploring business. But in addition to that, you'll also look at psychology units. So you'll be looking at research methods and criminal psychology, which is often quite a popular subject, and areas like that. So those are the topics that you'll be doing if you come onto our level 2 or 3 business or travel course. So if you do have any questions around those topics or anything else, if you put it in the chat, we'll be able to help. Or if you have any questions about how college works or anything about college, put it in the chat and we'll be more than happy to help. Yeah, more than happy to try and answer them. We also do have, and if you look in the chat section, we also do have our campus tour that you can book through the website. So you can book our campus tour, so you can come in and see what our campus is like, see what our business section is like, see what our travel section is like, and we'll be able to take it from there. Yeah. And then with applications, we often get so many applications and we invite learners in around August time. So all of our enrollments are on a first come, first serve basis. But in terms of application, if you apply through our website, once you've actually received your GCSE results and once you've actually got your results and you've got those GCSE certificates, we invite you to come into our Wood Street campus and you meet one of our staff members. They'll talk you through the course, how the course works. They'll go into a bit more detail about the course. Then they'll also look at your reference, the grades you've got, and find you a suitable course. So it is first come, first serve, but that doesn't happen until around August. In terms of application, just make sure you find the course that you're interested in on our website, apply for it, and then you'll hear from us. You'll get updates, you'll hear information about the course, and we take it from there. Yeah, we are quite a large provision. So at our Wood Street campus, we do have several different groups. For our level 3 business course, we have over 6 different groups. Same thing for our level 3 business year 2. So we do have several different groups and several different pathways. So our marketing, our finance, our law, our psychology, our events pathway. So make sure you get an application on the website and then you'll hear from us and you'll get our updates. So if you guys do have any more questions, if you put them in the chat or the Q&A box, I'd be more than happy to help answer them or just give you more of an understanding of what college is like or what our business and travel area is like. While we're doing that, I'll talk a bit more about our new adult courses. So we are expecting to also offer a level 2 IT or a level 2 business course for adult learners. And that's just getting qualification. So you might already have good skills of IT or basic business skills, and you just want to develop them further. You want to improve those skills and get that certification. So by doing one of those adult courses, which are part-time, you're able to get that and progress on to either employment or onto our access course, which is level 3, and that takes you into university. With our degree courses, we have degree courses in, or foundation degree courses in business or events management, and we run them both full-time and part-time. So part-time in the evening and full-time during the several days college. And then we also have our BSc top-up degree. So you can do degrees with us, and they're in conjunction with the University of Bolton. So you're getting a certificate from Barnet College through the University of Bolton. So it is a good option. Yeah. I'll go back to our Q&A box. So we've had a question. Are you allowed to go out at break and lunch? So yes, this is the great thing about being at college. With college, you are treated like a young adult, treated with a bit more independence. So you might have longer breaks, or with your hour lunch, your 90-minute lunch, you definitely can go off campus. You don't have to be on campus for your lunch break. You can enjoy all the different places on the high street, so that is definitely an option. We have seating and eating places at the college as well, but you can go out for your breaks. So when you do have a break, you don't have to remain on site. You can go out with your friends off campus. In addition to that, the other good thing about college is not all days will start at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you'll have some days where you might start a bit later. So you might have days where you start at 10 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning. But by the same token, not all days finish at 3 o'clock too. Your day can finish around 4 or even 5 o'clock some days. So college is a bit more flexible in terms of timings. If you don't have a lesson until 10 o'clock in the morning, you're not expected to come in, or you don't have to come in at 9 o'clock in the morning. You can always use our library and you can always come and study beforehand, but you don't have to. Yeah, that you've got that flexibility and a bit of leeway there. So we had another question from a student saying they're in year 11. So to come on to our travel and tourism course, once you've completed your GCSEs, if you bring those GCSEs in, we look at your grades and we find you a suitable course. So there's no other exam you need to do to come onto our travel and tourism course. We just need to see your GCSEs. So we just need to see what GCSE grades you've got, how those GCSE grades match up with our criteria. So if you've achieved your maths and English and you have a few GCSEs at grade 4 and above, then we're looking at our level 3 travel and tourism course. But if you haven't achieved your maths and English, or you have a few GCSEs at grade 3, then you're looking at more of our level 2 travel and tourism course. That way you're getting another GCSE in travel and tourism. You do your maths and English at the same time if need be. And when you progress on to either employment or higher education like university or apprenticeships, you've got another GCSE under your belt. So when you are coming for our courses, we just need to see your GCSE results and then we find you a suitable course at a suitable level. Hopefully that answered your question, Mahela. So if you do have any questions or do want to know more about how college works or how our business course or our travel courses work, if you put it in the Q&A box, I'll be more than happy to try and help. So I've gone back onto our employer engagement section of the webinar just while we're seeing if there are any more Q&A questions. With our employer engagement, we do get learners in place for a week-long work experience, normally around March. So you get to work in a company, see what that company is actually like, experience what working in that sector is like, but you're also doing it on an ongoing basis. So from the minute you start at college, after about January onwards, we're expecting you to do some form of placement, and we have an amazing work experience team at the college who help you find placements, help you apply for those placements, help you go for interviews and prepare for interviews for those placements. And learners do get jobs from those placements. So some of our really successful learners have then been offered employment from those placements. So coming onto a Btec course, whether it's business or travel, you also get those skills as well. So you're getting that skill of being in the workplace and having that experience. And that's really beneficial for when you go to university. When you're applying to university, it looks really good on your UCAS application. So with a Btec course, you're also getting the work experience element too. So if there are any questions, if you put them in the chat, I'd be more than happy to try and help. Well, thank you guys. It doesn't seem like we're getting any more questions right now. I will stay on the line for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you guys do have any questions, I'll be more than happy to try and answer them. There will be a recording of this webinar available through our social media pages and our YouTube page. But thank you so very much for attending. If you apply for any of our courses on the website, you will get regular updates from us. And we also have a virtual, we also have a, not a virtual, we also have an on-site event where you can come in and actually tour the campus, see our classrooms, get a bit of a feel for how it would be to study either business or travel. So you can also book that. There is a link in the chat, but you can also do it through our website, which is barnettsouthgate.ac.uk. So if you are interested in coming and seeing what college actually looks like, we have a lovely campus here at the Wood Street campus. So do book in and you can see what that's like as well. But I will stay on the line for another few minutes just to see if there are any more questions that I'll more than happy to answer. But otherwise, thank you very much for attending this webinar. So thank you, everyone.